Hey guys, it's Harry, and after my last video on the hangar renovations here, I got a lot of comments on this little gem right here. And so I just thought I'd give you a little quick walkthrough of what this thing is. Now this airplane, I didn't build this, but this is an amateur built aircraft. It's a copy of a Spitfire Mark 14C. And there was a gentleman out in Oshawa. He used to be an engineer for the Aero project, and when they shut down the Aero project, he went back to school and he ended up becoming a shop teacher and taught grade 10 shop for his entire career. He built this as a retirement project. It's 5/8 scale, so I'm going to go through this a little bit here, and I'm going to show you some of the details on this thing because this thing is a real piece of art. This guy built stuff, probably you or I would have bought it off the shelf. He built it from scratch. So if you look at this airplane, it's absolutely, the lines are absolutely perfect to a original Mark 14. Now the Mark 14 was the first model of the Spitfire that had the big Griffin engine in it. So as you can tell, the vertical tail, the rudder, is substantially larger than what it would be on the other Spitfires with the Merlin engines. Now not only that, but I think he actually sized it up a little bit just to make sure that he had some good yaw control on it, good rudder control, because it handles pretty nice. Let me put it to you that way. But this aircraft is actually, it's all wood. And if you look at this thing, it's a little bit dusty right now from the hangar renovations, but if you look at this thing, it's magical. The workmanship that he put into this, it's tight, it's very smooth. The controls are very smooth compared to my Mark 26. I'm going to show you inside the cockpit here. And again, this thing's all wood. Like, it smells like a boat inside, but if you look inside the cockpit, you can see the workmanship that he put into it. It looks like an old traditional old boat. But he built the canopy on it, slides smooth. He built this canopy himself. Now, between you and me, how do you build a bubble canopy? But he did it himself. He built, you can see the tail. He built that all to match an original Mark 14 Spit. Same thing with the landing gear here. If you can see these, he cast his own wheel. All these things, being out in Ontario, they got a lot of casting companies out there, so he cast his own wheels. He built his own landing gear, and it is tough. Let me tell you, compared to the Mark 26, it's super tough. Now, this little gem here is something that we don't see very often anymore. This is an Olds 215 V8. Oldsmobile and Buick were trying to design this as a very lightweight, high-performance engine back in the early 60s. It's solid aluminum. It's very light. And they had issues with it. They couldn't get it to cast properly. So what they ended up doing was they sold all the technology to, I believe it's Rover over in England. And a version of this engine is still being built to this day. But he had this completely rebuilt, very heavy duty internals in it. And he had it on a dyno. It builds about 215 horsepower. So it's a pretty powerful little motor. But here again, my car people, you would know this as the transmission. But this is what you have. It's called a prop reduction unit. And so this prop reduction unit is what takes the high RPM of an engine and turns it into the low RPM that the propeller can handle. Again, this propeller, he built a carbon copy of the propeller, of the Rotal propeller that would have been on a Mark 14 Spitfire. He built his own prop hub. He built his own propeller blades. This thing here is a 2-speed, high-low speed prop governor. And again, he built that all himself. Yeah, like, this airplane is a real treat, boy, and I can't wait to get it back up in the air. We're still planning on putting it together for the Cold Lake Air Show. So I'm really looking forward to getting up in the Cold Lake Air Show and doing a little flying. So as this goes back together, I'm going to keep sending out videos and pictures of how the production is coming, how the reassembly is coming. Hey, stay tuned, and thanks for your interest, and we'll see y'all soon.